Chinese companies now control nearly 60% of the global EV battery market. A new semi-solid-state battery promises 600 miles of range. Honor just revealed a smartphone with a robotic camera arm. Xiaomi's humanoid robots are now working in actual car factories. And Alibaba's new AI glasses can read your lips in noisy environments. This is China Tech Insider, your weekly look at the technology reshaping our world. The global EV battery market data for January 2026 is in, and Chinese companies continue their march toward total dominance. According to SNE Research, CATL now holds a staggering 45.2% of the global market, with installation volumes reaching 32.5 gigawatt-hours. That's a 25% increase from the same period last year. BYD came in second with 13.8%, down slightly from 15.6% the previous year as sales softened in China. But here's the headline number that matters. Combined, CATL and BYD now control 59% of all EV batteries installed worldwide. Meanwhile, the three major Korean battery makers, LG Energy Solution, SK On, and Samsung SDI, have seen their combined share drop to just 12%. The US market decline of 30% hit them particularly hard. CATL supplies batteries to everyone from Tesla to BMW to Volkswagen, and they're now advancing sodium-ion batteries to strengthen their position in next-generation technology. This isn't just market leadership anymore. This is market dominance. Researchers at Nankai University in Tianjin have developed a semi-solid-state battery that could change everything we know about electric vehicle range. The battery achieves an energy density of 288 watt-hours per kilogram at the system level, roughly 30% higher than leading lithium-ion batteries today. In practical terms, their 142 kilowatt-hour production version delivers over 1,000 kilometers of range. That's more than 620 miles on a single charge. And they're not stopping there. The team says they're already working on iterations that could exceed 340 watt-hours per kilogram, pushing potential range past 1,600 kilometers, nearly 1,000 miles per charge. The secret sauce is a lithium-rich manganese cathode combined with a hybrid solid-liquid electrolyte system. The electrolyte uses what they call superwetting technology, maximizing contact between ions and active materials for more efficient energy transfer. Now, these are Chinese testing standards, which tend to be more generous than European or American ones. Knock off 30% for real-world driving and you're still looking at over 400 miles of range. If these numbers hold up in production, range anxiety could become a thing of the past. At Mobile World Congress, Honor revealed what might be the most unusual smartphone we've ever seen. The Honor robot phone features a camera on a robotic arm that physically pops out of the device body. Think of it like a DJI gimbal built right into your phone. The 200-megapixel camera uses AI-powered tracking to lock onto subjects and follow them as they move. It can even nod yes or no in response to voice commands through Honor's AI assistant. The gimbal system offers 4 degrees of freedom, letting the camera rotate like a human neck. To fit this mechanism into a smartphone, Honor had to adapt high-performance materials from their foldable phones for the miniature motor components. Honor CEO Li Jian explained that smartphones can no longer be boring black boxes. The device represents their vision of phones as a bridge between digital and physical worlds, understanding user intent in real time. The robot phone is expected to launch in China in the second half of this year, though pricing hasn't been announced. It's almost certainly going to be expensive, but it shows how Chinese phone makers are pushing boundaries while others play it safe with incremental upgrades. Xiaomi just hit a major milestone in robotics. Their humanoid robot has completed 3 consecutive hours of autonomous operation on an actual automotive assembly line. The robot worked at a self-tapping nut installation station in Xiaomi's EV die-casting workshop, achieving a 90.2% success rate while meeting the production line's fastest cycle time requirement of 76 seconds. The task is surprisingly complex. The robot must precisely pick nuts from an automatic feeding device, place them onto positioning fixtures, then coordinate with slide conveyors to complete automated tightening. Magnetic forces and the non-fixed gripping posture made this particularly challenging. Xiaomi's solution uses their in-house developed 4.7 billion parameter vision language action model combined with reinforcement learning. The system integrates vision, tactile feedback, and joint proprioception to reduce errors in complex scenarios. Xiaomi founder Lei Jun predicts that large numbers of humanoid robots will be working in their factories within 5 years. They're now validating the technology across multiple other workstations, including bin picking and front badge installation. This puts Xiaomi in direct competition with Tesla's Optimus program and XPeng's robotics initiative, which plans to begin mass production later this year. Alibaba debuted their Qwen AI glasses at Mobile World Congress, and they have a feature that sounds almost science fiction. The glasses can read your lips in noisy environments like trade shows or crowded restaurants. Here's how it works. A camera captures your lip movements while a bone conduction microphone simultaneously collects your voice. By combining video and audio inputs, the system isolates what you're saying even when surrounded by background noise. Alibaba claims this improves speech recognition and translation accuracy by over 50% in challenging environments. The glasses weigh just 40 grams, similar to regular eyewear. To address battery limitations, they feature a hot-swappable battery system so you can replace power modules throughout the day. The G1 sunglasses model includes dual flagship chips, 2 operating systems, and 64 GB of storage. 7 different lens colors are available. Perhaps most surprisingly, pricing starts at just under $280 after subsidies in China. The glasses also function as a meeting assistant, automatically generating multimedia summaries with text, images, and audio. Pre-orders opened March 2nd with shipments beginning March 8th. While most of us are still getting used to 5G, Huawei is already laying the groundwork for 6G. At Mobile World Congress, they unveiled a series of products built around the U6 GHz spectrum band, considered crucial for expanding mobile networks over the next decade. The centerpiece is a new antenna array integrating 256 transmit-receive units into a single system. Traditional antennas typically contain only a few dozen such units. Combined with a hybrid digital-analog beamforming algorithm, these units function collectively as a focused signal beam. This addresses U6 GHz's main weakness, high signal loss. Huawei says the approach enables transmission distances comparable to the 3.5 GHz C-band spectrum currently used for mainstream 5G networks. Since many future AI applications will run indoors, Huawei also introduced small cell stations designed specifically for indoor coverage. Industry observers say the global communications industry is transitioning from the connectivity era to what they're calling the IQ era, where networks have cognitive capabilities. Future digital advantage will depend on the ability to operationalize AI at scale. Qualcomm, working on competing 6G technology, predicts commercial 6G systems could begin deployment around 2029. The race to define the next generation of connectivity is officially underway. That's all for today's China Tech Insider. From battery dominance to robotic phones, from factory humanoids to lip-reading glasses, Chinese technology continues to push into territory that seemed like science fiction just a few years ago. If you found this video informative, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.